taken me nearly 188 weeks before something has come up that I felt I needed to make an emergency blog bulletin about. These emergency blog bulletins, though not mentioned in the launch of this blog about 3 odd years ago, are sort of things that I leave for the odd occasion, and I do mean the very rare occasion, where I need to basically give some enormously bad news to people. You know, this is the sort of thing that you would hear that can't wait for the next weekly blog. So it's the sort of thing where, you know, if I end up in hospital or one of my family, you know, get killed or something like that, that's the sort of level of emergency that will provoke almost an immediate blog bulletin update. So you might be wondering why the topic seems to be not that important to a lot of people. The emergency blog bulletin was about the closure of St Paul's Cathedral, which has happened because of the risks to health and safety with the Occupy London Stock Exchange demonstration, which has been barred from Paternoster Square and so is encamped in front of St Paul's Cathedral, where there's 110 tents on a tiny amount of land, and basically they have forced the cathedral into closure, which is something that last was managed by Adolf Hitler during the Blitz, where the cathedral was only struck twice and minor damage done during a 59-day continuous bombing campaign that razed the rest of the city to the ground. He did close the cathedral. He managed to get the cathedral closed for 4 consecutive days. We're now on day 2. And I think it's incredibly sad, because not only is this a national treasure, but I used to work there, and it's a place that I love, and to me it feels like, you know, they've sort of killed it basically. I shall be gutted if it's still closed after 4 days. I really will be very, very, very upset. So I thought that was something I couldn't wait. I had to say that right away. So that happened this week. Also this week, of course, I started back at work and back at the gym, which was possibly a bad thing to do on the same week, because I hadn't been going properly to the gym for some time, and of course I'd had 2 weeks off work. So I am absolutely knackered. Having said that, I've got good plans now made out for the gym and stuff like that. Also, we have done very well in joining new forums. And I'm pleased to say that I'm now on several extra sites, thank you. It's progressing very well. I'm pleased that I've been so welcomed at some of these other forums. Obviously the major news this week is that Colonel Gadafi has been ousted, and not only has he been ousted, he has also possibly been executed by the rebels who managed to catch him. In some respects, I completely understand that. You know, he was an evil man, and we all knew that if he was going to get killed, if he was going to get caught by them, and he probably wasn't going to be running away, he would end up dead. Of course, the philosophical battle to this is that basically, you know, wouldn't it have been nice for him to be caught and put on trial and executed, because it gives, you know, it's the law, it's the way you do these things, and it gives closure, of course, to the victim's family. So, you know, I don't think there's any point in particularly doing any sort of investigation into this, because it's pretty obvious what happened. He was executed, whether they say it was crossfire or not. You only need to see the footage of him being alive and then the wounds of him being dead to know that. But in the same way, you know, let's not waste money, and let's not forget that this doesn't bode well, particularly for a new government, when, you know, they haven't actually managed to capture this person and put him on trial. The other thing, of course, is that now Church Search 2011 is over, and I have started at St Wilfrid's Church in Harrogate. I went there this morning, and I really enjoyed it. and it's just in time, in fact, for the closure of Trinity season, because next weekend we start with the Kingdom season, and that's my favourite month of the year. We've got the Festival of All Saints and All Souls coming up, which is also quite important for me, because I, of course, got confirmed on All Saints Day in 2003. So that's coming up sort of at the end of this week. I think the only other thing to say for this week before I go is to send my congratulations to Brent Weedman, who is a sucker punch fighter. He took part in a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu contest this past week, and he won the whole division for the brown belt category. So well done to him. And that's about it for this week. I'm back with my nan, having my Sunday meal. So until next week, cheerio.